Welcome to our humble home in San Francisco. I'm Christine, new mom to a 3-month-old, dog mom to Cooper, and small business owner. Minimalism and low-waste living have definitely changed after having a baby. But I will say, I do my best to choose things intentionally, secondhand if possible, and purchase only if necessary. First up is the front section of the apartment, starting with baby's room. Probably the most minimal space in our home for now. Since she sleeps with us, there's only a dresser for the many hand-me-downs and other baby items. But we make use of this empty room for my parents or guests while they visit. Before the frenzy of baby's arrival, this room used to be a mess, filled with boxes from moving that I dreaded organizing during my pregnancy. But as I was crazily nesting right before my due date, I proudly was able to Tetris all of our belongings into this closet, including Peter's bike, our office supplies, cleaning tools, and baby's toddler bed, amongst other things. I haven't had much time to think about decor while juggling small business life, but I do hope to make intentional decor decisions once we find out what she enjoys. Across the hall is a small yet functional laundry room with just enough space for our laundry supplies, basket, and it can also fit one human. It gets the job done, and we're thankful for it. Next is our simple bathroom. Storage is limited, but we're making do with a small medicine cabinet and vanity to store the essentials. There's a nook with shelves that we store medical supplies and extra bathroom products, which I've managed to organize with baskets to help contain smaller items. Moving along to the middle of this apartment is our dining area and kitchen. We have an interesting nook in the wall, which, for now, houses a bookshelf with baby's books and the items we need to go out. Diaper bag, carrier, keys, and more. The dining area is simple with 4 seats and 2 counter stools. We've really been enjoying hosting, so we'll usually pull out 2 more stools out for the dining table to fit larger groups. Our kitchen is also fairly large for a city apartment, and the ceilings in this Victorian-style home are so tall that we rarely use the tippity-top shelves. But some pantry items go above the fridge, dishes to the right, cleaning supplies above the sink, and more pantry items to the left and right of the stove. I wouldn't say we have the smallest apartment, but cabinet space does feel limited sometimes, so we've done our best to store all of our other kitchen supplies in a tidy manner in the remaining drawers and cabinets. I'm not a huge fan of storing too many appliances over the countertops, as they tend to collect dust and create visual clutter. Our living room has evolved since the last apartment tour I've shared, partially due to the fact that we've collected more furniture pieces to host family and friends. We now have a large convertible sofa that sleeps two, a vintage love seat, and of course, our beloved storage bench. I'm not a big fan of using plastic in our home, but long story short, we had a mouse problem at our previous place, which led me to get some of these big bins to help organize and store various items from Cooper's things to exercise supplies. We also have a petite desk that used to be in our bedroom. It's just large enough to house Peter's monitor, a laptop, and other work materials. Finally, the last section of the apartment is the bedroom. It has become the place I've spent the majority of my days postpartum, with nursing baby and nap time. We have a large rocking chair, a small vintage table which we usually place a laptop, food, or any other items, as well as another vintage chair that Peter usually sits on if we ever want to watch a TV show together during the hours and the hours that I'm nursing. There's another small bookshelf in the corner as well, which has a temporary diaper changing station. And for those of you asking, we ended up going with a compostable diaper service, as that's what made the most sense for our family living in California. The other side of the room has a sleep area, our bed, baby's bassinet, as well as Cooper's bed. Our closet is on the side as well, where we keep all of our clothes, as well as linens and some of baby's clothes. We maximize the bottom half of the closet with this IKEA dresser and other set of open shelves that fit perfectly, which helped us to fit even more. So that's a snapshot of our home with our newborn. Things will change when she moves into her own room, and we're excited to watch her grow into her own space. I'm taking life as a new mom day by day, figuring out things as we go, trying my best to maintain these values of living minimally and sustainably. Some days feel a bit more successful than others, but I am thankful for where we are now.